Hey, Cody Shade with you here today from Ibex, and behind me you are gonna see the biggest Ibex we have offered to date. Now, if you follow us, you know that storage is the most important focus for any travel trailer, but especially for Ibex, and our storage solutions are second to none. And I can't wait to show you all the details about what make the 24 MTH Ibex special. Let's start right here at the front. You can see our 8-foot wide series is part of the lineup. The 7-foot wide series is the other half of the Ibex lineup. The 24 MTH, as I stated, represents the largest Ibex that we produce. It's just over 5,700 pounds, still very towable with a lot of half-ton tow vehicles, half-ton pickup truck, medium to large SUVs. Our towing weights on all of our Ibex feature a 10% tongue weight. I will say on our two, our 19 QTH and 24 MTH floor plans, the tongue weight you're gonna find is slightly over 10%. There's a reason for that, and I wanna tell you why. With our towing weights being so light, it's important that behind a larger tow vehicle, with gear completely full in the back, it's gonna balance out that heavier tongue weight when it's empty. So it's really important for you to know that when you see our tongue weights that are slightly over 10% on our units that can haul the gear, like the 19 QTH and 24 MTH, that tongue weight's gonna be a little bit heavier. But up here at the front, you can see we've got our standard Rock Guard diamond plate front protection, two 20-pound LP bottles, of course the standard power tongue jack. As with every Ibex, you've got your 60 by 22 panoramic front automotive grade windshield. This is really important, that 60 by 22 front window, one of the biggest front windows on conventional travel trailers. Also, that automotive grade that you hear us talk about a lot means that it's got a seamless edge, and it's not prone to road damage, just like your windshield is on your car. People often ask us, well, do I need some kind of protectant on my windshield? Do I need to cover the windshield? You don't cover the windshield on your car. You don't have to cover the windshield on the front of your Ibex. So that's a very important but small detail that we always like to point out. Going down the side of the unit, there's a couple of things that I want to point out to you. One of the most important features of every Ibex, but especially the 24 MTH, is the size of this awning. Now, this unit is just over 30 feet long, but on those days where you need a little bit more shade, or you need to get out of the precipitation or the rain, you look at the size of the awning on this unit, okay? When this is out, it's got a 10-foot throw. The awning is more than 20 feet long, and it's gonna give you the biggest hangout space outside of any product in this segment. That's really important. These are things that, often on a sales lot or at an RV show, you don't notice the length of that thing until you get to the campsite and you realize you can only fit, a fraction of your stuff underneath this rain-soaked environment on the weekend or something like that. Here you've got twice the floor plan space. That's how you got to think about that. With a 20-foot awning, we are doubling your outdoor living space. So you got a huge outdoor living space. And speaking of outdoor living, you've got this fantastic integrated bush kitchen, prep station, and check out this fresh water connection. This is 30 feet of spray hose. So even on a unit this length, here, let me show you how long this is. A 30-foot spray hose. I could keep going for days and days, but with this, you can clean off your toys, clean off your equipment. This thing is meant to haul as much gear as you can carry in here, and with the freshwater capacity on your 24 MTH and a 30-foot freshwater spray hose on the outside, really, you never have to go inside. So you've got the great outdoor kitchen setup with the griddle, the prep station, of course, the connection to the fresh water on the outside, all located underneath this awning. And one more thing I want to show you on the outside before we step in is right around the back here. You can see we have this Lippert ramp door patio system on the outside of the coach. Most units in this size and price point are not going to come with these steel cables in this patio system. This is going to be a standard ramp door that goes straight down to the ground, not with Ibex. This is completely standard. This is about a $1,500 add-on item, but with this patio, whether your kids or your pets are roaming outside here, it keeps them safely inside. You've got this elevated living space that's outside with your 2 lights, just like we have our exterior 3-way scare light on the side. You've got 2 of these bad boys on the back. They're 1,000 lumens each, so they're super bright lights on the back, but just a great place to hang out. The 24 MTH, if you are a person that loves to mountain bike or take your side-by-side or your quads, any ATVs or UTVs, this thing at, again, just over 5,700 pounds, approximately 5,700 pounds and change, you have the ability to take a full-size Razor 1000, a 2-seater in this thing and still pull it with a half-ton towable SUV. That is something that is really unique to this segment, but it's also really unique considering the towing weight of the vehicle. And talking about the towing weight of this Ibex, I want to hit briefly on the construction. The construction is something that you can't see. Obviously, you can see we focus on details that you can see. This beautiful exterior wrap package that we have on our 2023 product, but it's also things you can't see. And if I were to rip this gel coat fiberglass off the side of the unit, what you'd see behind that is an Azdel composite material. Every Ibex on the market is going to be standard with a layer of Azdel underneath the fiberglass. Now, I'll tell you why this is so important. Azdel is a composite material that is lighter weight than wood. It's impermeable to water. It's a sound deadening material. It does have a little bit of R value to increase that insulation in the substrate. Now, when we say substrate, that will be all of the materials sandwiched together to make the sidewall. The exterior fiberglass, the Azdel behind it. Behind that is a block foam style insulation. Block foam insulation looks a lot like styrofoam. It's closed cell, meaning air can't travel between it. There is over 1 inch of that stuff in the sidewall of your Ibex, and that is what helps make this an extended season camper. So the construction of your Ibex is different. There are many choices out there in smooth-sided fiberglass units, whether it's the 24 MTH you're looking for, all the way down to our single axle 19 QBS. Every single sidewall has the Azdel composite material behind it, and every single sidewall is an aluminum welded frame. It's like an aluminum roll cage in there. So just keep that in mind. When you're looking for a peace of mind and structural integrity, but still maintaining very light shipping weights, look no further than Ibex. We also feature standard aluminum wheels, standard all-terrain tires. In this case, these are Goodyear Duratrac all-terrain tires. These are the same quality tires that you would see on a brand new pickup truck or Jeep or high quality SUV. And behind that is our new Beast Mode suspension. I want you to click the link below. If you want more information on Beast Mode and what Beast Mode's all about, make sure you click that link. This is really important for 2023. It's gonna be really important for your next trip. This isn't just for off-road, folks, okay? If you like a safer tow with less sway, less bucking, and wanna have a comfortable towing experience, you need to check out the Beast Mode. We are the first to have it, but I promise you we won't be the last to have it. Every Ibex is now gonna come standard with it. No additional cost to our end consumer. We are trying hard to get this Beast Mode out there without adding any additional cost. And I urge you, test drive one, you will not be disappointed. Now, it isn't just the outside of the Ibex that's gonna blow your mind, it's the inside. Now let me take you inside and show you around a little bit. We're inside the 24 MTH Ibex, and let me tell you, after a day of trail riding or mountain biking or taking your UTV out, there is no better place to hang out than the front of your 24 MTH. You can see behind me, You've got your adventure map back here, so you can plot your travels wherever your adventure takes you. It comes with 10 little Ibex you can stick on the map to plot your last 10 travels. When this bed folds down, this is a true 60 by 80 bed. So a lot of lightweight laminate trailers come with a 74-inch queen bed, not with Ibex. With Ibex, you're always gonna get a full-size 60 by 80 bed. Of course, this beautiful multi-purpose vinyl sofa that we're sitting on folds flat. The bed comes down, and of course we maximize the storage, just like we do with all Ibex. We maximize the storage on both sides of the bed. Let me show you how easy this is to work, okay? When this folds flat and this bed comes down, you've converted this great living area. Now keep in mind, this unit only weighs just over 5,700 pounds. And you've converted this area to a beautiful master bed area. I'm gonna show you a couple of bunks in the back for the little ones, but this is a great full-size master bed area. You can see even small things, individual lights on both sides. We've got the Ibex Cool Blue behind the hanging wardrobes. And I want to point out just a couple of small details, okay? On every Ibex, either side, we have USB charging ports, 110 volts of outlets on both sides of the bed for anything like sleep machines, alarm clocks, phone chargers, laptop chargers. Of course, you've got the individual on and off switch for your backlighting. So we try to think of all the small camper-friendly things that are really gonna set your experience apart. But I urge you to find an easier way to set up and make your bed at morning or night when you're ready to convert this back into a living area. Just a great way to convert this area into a living to sleeping area. You know, and it's all about the versatility. So, you know, this is a versatile living space, and it's a place that really feels nice and open. You can see here in the kitchen area, you've got a full-size 10 cubic foot refrigerator, a huge pantry area. You'll notice around the side here, this slide out fascia. This is an 18-inch deep slide out, so it really opens up the interior of the unit. Remember, our 8-foot wide series all feature a 3-burner cooktop in place of the 2. It's still a recessed cooktop, but it's a beautiful 3-burner cooktop. You've got the Ibex blue LED lighting back there behind it. The convection microwave oven. You're gonna see in some of our competitors, you know, in some of the travel trailers that are built out there, a very small oven, like a 15 or 17-inch oven. The problem with that is you can't fit a cookie sheet in there. You can't fit a lot of things in there. It's just a very small space. We opt to use this convection microwave oven. It can do all of your general microwaving needs. It's also a convection oven, so you can use it as a conventional oven. It takes half the space, right? Because typically you'd have your microwave up above and your oven down below. We get the question sometimes, well, why do you mount your microwave down here? Well, we like to maximize the storage. So we have a ton of storage up above, and you still have your convection oven in the same place that your conventional oven would be. As with all Ibex, you've got this really cool sink cover, 18-inch round deep bowl sink, our new for 2023 spring-loaded faucet pull down that matches all of the door and drawer hardware as well as your sink. So just a really upgraded look. You can also see here we have this brand new for 2023 Live Edge. This interior theme is called our Cinder theme. So, you know, it's hot like a hot cinder on an open fire, and it's important to us to try to bring the outside inside. So we've got this beautiful Live Edge on the butcher block countertops. Now, as you follow me through this threshold, I want to point out a couple of things. Look at how wide this entrance is. For a unit, again, that only weighs just less than 6,000 pounds, you have a ton of cargo area here. So let me walk you through kind of how this works. You've got both of these are a 300-pound bunk capacity, both the upper bunk and the lower bunk. This lower bunk is a queen size bed. This upper bunk is a normal oversized bunk with a 300-pound capacity. You can see both of these mechanisms are anchored to the wall. We'll show you how this bunk system folds up to the wall. You can click on that video below to see that. But this is a great versatile bunk system. I tell you, some of my family has this exact same unit. When we go camping and they don't have the extra sleeping, the extra people needed for the sleeping, we can put Rubbermaid bins or storage. You use this for storage area. You can fold this entire thing up out of the way. When it's folded up out of the way, you have over 10 feet of cargo space, okay? So what can I do with 10 feet of cargo space? You can fit at least 2 or 3 quads, full-size quads. You can fit a number of full-size dirt bikes. Everything just like a full-size toy hauler, if you can see this in the floor, just like a full-size toy hauler, these D-rings are mounted to the chassis of the unit, not just to the floor. They go all the way to the chassis of the unit. We've got multiple sets of D-rings in a unit like this. This will fit a full-size Razor or a comparable side-by-side or UTV as a Razor 1000, a 2-seat Razor 1000, very comfortably. And then of course, back behind me, you've got this external living space. So really, the 24 MTH is the best of all worlds. And if you're looking for kind of that garage space, that multi-purpose kind of space, look no further than this 24 MTH. This is a great little setup. For any more information about the 24 MTH or all of our Ibex floor plans, check out forestriverinc.com/Ibex or follow our social channels, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We are putting up to the minute brand new information on those channels. Stay tuned for more details.